You're going to watch me clean my desk. Is that riveting or what? But that's the state. We just got back from the beach. My seashells. I don't know. Okay, this is a huge football weekend in the United States over Thanksgiving. A lot of rivalry games are played over the Thanksgiving Day weekend. So I got a lot of football shells. Let's see, my lights. They're doing their trick. Okay, there. Got a lot of football shells, those little cone shells. But then these are my favorite seashells. Sorry, I'm in a poop bag. These little things. I don't know what you call these. Gertie, do you know? Did anybody know? I love these things. And I got some. This is about as big as the first two digits on my pinky finger. That's probably the biggest size. But I got some really teeny tiny ones. And then this. I love these things. I don't know what those are called either. Like a sea snail or something. I don't know. But anyhow, I got a bunch of those. While we were gone, our mail came, of course. And I got my first Allie Edwards kit. Now I got, which one did I get? It comes with some chipboard, which I usually peel apart. I think these are simple stories. They come once a month. I canceled my Kelly Perky. Not because of anything. It was just time. I had been doing it for 2 years, and I decided to do something new. I couldn't justify getting 2 different kits. But I think these are simple stories. Well, here. Does it say on here? But they come in these cute little bags. It's a monthly subscription. I got some chipboard, which I'll admit I probably, although it's not as thick as I thought it was, it might be okay for me to use. I've never used chipboard in anything. But it's not as thick as I thought, maybe. Oh, it's not bad. Well, I might start using it, see? I use these kits, which I've only done a couple of them, as ways to find new products. I love the fact that there's all these words. This is about change, which meets for my life these days completely. Embrace the glorious mess that you are. That's me. And then it comes with a thing of stamps. So I think it was approximately the same price as the Kelly Perky. Kelly Perky might be a little bit cheaper, but you don't get this cute little bag every month. So, hello. Don't look at that. I got my new tape. I think I ordered 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch, or 3/4 of an inch and 1/2 inch. I don't know. But it's the size I usually use, isn't it? Let's see. That's a little bit thicker. I got a variety pack. That's okay. That's good. Because I was about out. Me, as a person who said I did not like this product. Oh, there's little ones, thicker ones, and thicker and thicker and thicker. I did get a variety pack. Me, the one that said I would not use this because I thought it was dumb. I have used this product by far one of the most things I've used and found the most useful. What else came? Okay, this came. I know. I really don't need this, but I have it. And I just love looking at these books. And I know by just knowing the ones that I think I have Finding Nemo. I have the first Frozen one. I think I have 3 now. So this will make 4. They're beautiful. I immediately take off this cover and stash it away someplace. Because I don't like these covers to get messed up, and I can be a little rough on my product at times. This is not a product review. I mean, but that movie was so beautiful. So beautiful. But it might teach me how to make people. Maybe one day I'll be able to do it. Oh, it was just beautiful. Oh, wow, that's cool. So, I have that. Don't listen to my husband in the background. He's making weird man noises. He talks to the dog. I got a couple books. This was pretty. From our trip. Stuff to make journal covers with. I still haven't done a cinch cover yet. Catalogs are coming in the mail right and left, which you don't get as many as you used to, that's for sure. And then, let's see. This is what I took to the beach, this mess of stuff. Which was a lot of just cleaning off my desk before I left. Things, and I took a packet of paper with me. I took this bag of supplies, which was just washi tape, glue, scissors, pencils, my pen that I love that has multicolors, a stamp set, which I never got out of the bag. Speaking of stamp sets, I did something you'll be proud of. Forgot my paintbrush, so I had to go to Michael's. Found some Jane Davenport things, and they were on sale for Black Friday, pre-Black Friday sales. And then I worked at my Hobonichi a little bit. Oh, I made a Myrtle Beach survival guide. And I just started putting junk in it. I made this out of a composition notebook, cut it down to traveler's notebook size, and just started putting junk in it. But it turned into, I got this at the little store by the beach houses, and close to the beach house that we bought. Yes, we're so excited. We made an offer last night. It was counter offered very reasonably, and we counter offered again, and it was accepted. And we're on an inspector's list to get an inspection. There's a little bit of storm damage on the outside, and we want to make sure that's not any farther than just cosmetic. And we want to make sure the roof is okay, and we want to make sure whatever else might, because we will not have a mortgage. So a mortgage lender would do all of that stuff with an inspector. Normally, we won't have a mortgage. So we want to make sure we're not going into something crazily, but we don't think we are. We think it's going to go smoothly. We hope. And with any luck, in about 2.5 weeks, I'll be vlogging from there on a regular basis. The plan is to rent it in the summer, except for maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and we will use it most of the rest of the time, at least the first year. So I'll need a Myrtle Beach survival guide, and I just stuck the thing that my paintbrushes came in the back, and put some supplies back there. And it's like, this will be like an intro page. This is a scrap that I had that I don't know what I'm going to do with. This was Thanksgiving. This is about our Thanksgiving meal, or will be. Just, we ate at one of these restaurants for pre-Thanksgiving. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll saw my sunsets. That was from that restaurant. Just some putting paper down, going to do something with it. That's all the rest of it is. A survival guide on how to journal at the beach. A survival guide on how to have Christmas at the beach. I did buy my husband a Christmas ornament. More about Christmasing at the beach. And I still have scraps. That was my Mrs. Claus's fudge from the other day. Not mine, Mrs. Claus's. So yeah, that can go with me. As well as my Hobonichi came with me. And let's see, this was last weekend. Frozen got in here. And I talked about Sunday night football and my art class this past Monday, almost a week ago for you. I filmed way in advance for Mrs. Claus's endings, and then I narrated it over it every day at the beach, and added a couple little clips from the beach. Talking about beach houses, I did this in advance. Talked about how the sunset was wow. And I had linguine and clams, and just try to document it. Our Thanksgiving at the beach, and going to Charleston on yesterday, and met with a friend that I have not seen since 1985. Yeah, and I'm a grandmother of one. The oldest girl in that family is a grandmother of 5. She had 5 kids. I think she had 5. She has 5 grandchildren at the moment because not all of her children have kids now, but they're all married now. And their mom, who was best friends with my mom, there were some tears, there was some happiness, there was a little bit more tears, but there was a lot of happiness. And then today we just drove home, went through that house one more time at the beach, and because we went through about 10 while we were down there on Wednesday. We had 2 different realtors helping us and went through 10 different houses and fell in love with 2, fell in love with 3. One was incredibly gorgeous. Not as close to the beach by far as this one that we got was, but I would be afraid to rent a house that was that incredibly gorgeous with furnishings. This lady designed the house herself and had it built the way she wanted it. It was so well thought out for the amount of space. 5 bedrooms. No, we don't need that many, but if you're going to rent it, that's a good size house to have. And if you can swing it, and since we're only going to rent it for the summer, the bigger houses go for more for renting them, and that would pay for our taxes and things like that, insurance like that, rental fees for the rest of the year. That way we wouldn't have to rent it. Now, if we choose to rent it and not use it as use it as rental income down the road, that's fine. And we may only keep it for a couple years while our granddaughter's young and can go down there and play. So, I just put some watercolors down. That's my Hobonichi. That's my mail. Tomorrow starts December Daily. Now, I'm always a day behind because I watch her video and then figure out what she did or what I like about that point that she pointed out in her video that day, Allie Edwards. And then I do it. So, and I film and then post, edit it and everything and get it ready for the next day. I don't publish the same day I work. I work and then publish it the next day because I'm a slow worker. So I'm always a day behind on her prompt or her idea for that day. And that's always worked for me. Well, this will be my 3rd December Daily, I think. Is that right, Kirsty? I think. Answer me whenever you want to. But if you're on my same wavelength, you might be in trouble. Just warning you, because my wavelengths, go like this. And now I'm going to be at the beach, so they're really going to go like this. We're so excited. The master bedroom at this house. So anyhow, we looked at one that was gorgeous. I'll try to finish this thought. We looked at one that was absolutely stunning. It's like, that is so not practical because people trash beach houses when they rent them. They really do. I knew that from previous times, and our friends that have a house down there, we see what happens with theirs week in and week out, and it's like, because they rent theirs all year, except for a couple weeks that they use spread out around the year. And people just, you have no idea how destructive families can be because they don't own it. They're like paying a certain fee. They go in, they go out. And if something breaks, I'm so sorry, but oh well, it's yours. And I'm sure not all things are treated like that, but there's usually lots of kids. Kids have accidents, blah, 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 blah. Things get stolen. It is what it is. So I would be terrified to have a beautiful, gorgeous, what kind of homes do you call those homes? I mean, just Southern living style home, picturesque home, coffee table book looking home. It was gorgeous. A lot of stuff was over the top that we would never use, like this beautiful built-in buffet in the dining area. I'm like, we don't need that. That's a lot of wasted space. I'd rather have a bigger dining table area than that huge space taken up by that built-in cabinet. It was gorgeous. Trust me, it was gorgeous. Then another one we saw, you could tell that it had been designed and cared for and lived in because it's never been rented. It's been by a woman. It was pink on the outside, pink shutters, brown house, but pink, lots of pink on the inside. Yes, we can paint, but we kind of wanted something we could move in ready. And then this one that we got is the water's here. There's a row of houses here, and then there's a row of houses here. We're right here. We back up to the first house. The first house in front of us is vacant. I don't know what the deal is. There's no air conditioner. It kind of looks abandoned, but something on that front row does not stay abandoned for very long. So I don't know what the deal is. And they do lots of repairs in the winter. There was a lot of construction guys down there making repairs, adding new decks. Because, I mean, the salt air ruins things very quickly. So you have to replace things a lot. That's another reason to only keep it for a few years. We don't have to replace it. Somebody else can have that issue. I don't know. We don't know yet. We're just going in it with the thought to have fun so far. So we back up to the first row, and we have a deck upstairs. We have a deck off. No, there is no deck off the master bedroom, but there's a deck upstairs the whole width of the house. And then there's a big area underneath because everything has to be built on stilts this close to the water because of hurricanes. And please don't have a hurricane in the next 4 years hit Myrtle Beach proper, please. And so there's a big parking area underneath, and you have room for a golf cart, which we will have, and because you can run back and forth to the beach, which we won't have to in a golf cart. We can walk. It's right across the street, but we can run back and forth to the pool in the water park area and up to the little snack bar and snack store and things like that. The master bedroom is gigantic. It has a big bay window that you wake up in bed and look at the ocean every morning. Sunrise. I cannot wait. And then the master bathroom is, I am not a have to have a beautiful house person. In fact, this beach house will be bigger than our regular house. It's 4 bedrooms. We have a 3-bedroom house. It's bigger than our regular house, which is insane that your vacation house is bigger than your regular house. I have qualities of both of them I love. I love living on a lake, which we do, and the dock and our boat right there. I love that. Now we're going to live on the beach, and the beach is right there. And yes, I am fully aware of how lucky I am. In any other life, I could not have done this. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my husband and his job and his profession, and that he's willing to do this for us, for Bella, for me. Yes, I am aware of how lucky I am, and I'm very grateful. But the master bathroom, oh my Lord, it has double sinks and double vanities, a tub, no, a shower, a toilet area, and then a big built-in cabinet between the 2 double sinks. There's tons of storage, and it has a gigantic garden jacuzzi tub, gigantic. And then it has a gigantic walk-in closet, gigantic. There's tons of storage in this house, which is another nice thing. Typically, in a house like this, you can lock up a owner's closet. The master bedroom's walk-in closet will be locked up, and that's where my studio is going to be. I can close the doors. I can go in there. I can set up card table. It'll be, about the same size that I have here. I'm going to get some more pegboard like I have right in front of me and put it up. I'm going to split my supplies. No, I'm not. I can't split them in half because that beach house is not big enough for all of that. But basically, I'll have the same spot that I have right here in the closet, and I can just close the doors. My husband won't see it. It won't bother him. We have other storage in that bedroom. There's wardrobes. There's dresser and a wardrobe and built-in wardrobe. So there's 3 other storage sections in that house, in that master bedroom, for our stuff, for guest stuff. And actually, I'll only use half of the built-in closet, and the other half can be like keep clothes down there, keep towels down there, all that kind of stuff, sheets and linens and things like that we want to keep down there. That's where we're going to keep our stuff. What else was I going to talk about? December daily. So, yep, we made an offer. He countered. We countered. He accepted. We're done, except for the inspection. And we go back down in hopefully 2 weekends, and we will buy the keys. And the plan for me is to have Mondays all-day art, because I'm going to take a painting class in the morning and my regular art in the afternoon. I'm going to have a quilting class Tuesday morning. My stuff will be packed in the car. Well, no, I can't do that because of the dog. I'll have to come back home, get the dog, pack my car and drive down to the beach and stay until Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon and drive home for as long as I want to until I get bored. So, yes, super excited, super excited. So, yeah, I won't be able to start December Daily. My first December Daily will be shown on the 2nd, but it'll be the first day's prompt. But I'm ready. I'm pumped. I've got my box of supplies right next to me. I'm ready to go in this little binder that I got from Staples that I took a child's book. Oh, that was something else I was going to talk about. Oh, these go in my Hobonichi. These are the little labels from the Halo tangerines. They're so good. I don't know anything about this new child protection policy that YouTube put out. I've heard a couple people talk about it. I have just labeled my videos, right or wrong. I have labeled them. They're not made for children. Because they're really not. I mean, I use children's books like those golden books, and that has a lot of crafters scared, and I get it. Trust me, the fine is $42,000 plus. I surely don't want that. And since I have no people watching, so my husband is my sponsor. $42,000 means I don't get a beach house, and I don't want that. But I'm just putting on there that I'm not geared towards children, which I'm not. I don't sell children's products or anything like that. All right, so today's Saturday. Our football team lost, which we kind of figured they would, but I thought they'd give up a better fight than that, but alas, they didn't. So I am done with this tape. I've been using it for college football and professional football, but professional football is still going on till like February. So I think we're caught up. I'm ready for December Daily. I can on YouTube now schedule my videos in advance, which I hadn't been able to do because I wasn't certified, which I'm not even sure how you get. Don't even tell me because I don't know. And I'm never, hopefully one day I'll have somebody that will watch my videos enough that I can be certified. But right now I'm doing it, scheduling it, which was nice, I have to admit, for Mrs. Claus's December Daily, because I filmed before we left for the beach. I filmed like 2 or 3 videos a day for 3 days. So I had all my clips in my, I just had to edit them together and then do a voiceover. But I don't like doing that because I like being present. I'm like with December Daily, I don't want to be 7 days behind or whatever. So I just don't do it, but it does come in handy. I think. So I am going to take some journaling supplies and leave them at the beach. I mean, obviously I could take a whole slew of washi tape and be fine down there. I have plenty of paintbrushes. I just forgot to take one this time. Plenty of paints, watercolors, acrylics, and there's a Hobby Lobby and a Michaels. Michaels is not great. It's kind of like the one we have here, which is not great. But the Hobby Lobby is a little bit farther away, but it'll be fine. There's a great quilt shop right up the road. So I'm going to be involved in quilting down there. And there's a pretty decent art museum, I think. I mean, it's not like the Louvre or the Met in Myrtle Beach, and they might give classes and things like that. So, who knows? I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's play. Come on, bring it on, Allie Edwards. In Creative Creations, I have done her December Daily prompts, and I think or not December Daily, but her December prompts, and I think I'll do them, but I'm going to do them in my Hobonichi. And she always has a really cool watercolor one, and again, I'm a day behind on that too. So I think I'll do that. Creative Connections, Creative Creations. She's in Germany, I think. She's somewhere in Europe. Oh, Lordy, have mercy. I'm so excited. I'm going to be bi-coastal. Live on the lake, live at the beach. Lucky, lucky, lucky girl. Very, very grateful girl. And now I'm just wondering. And oh, did I tell you what we're going to name it? I think I put it on Instagram. You know, a sloth is my spirit animal because they're lazy, and I'm basically lazy. Did my sister give me this? No, my friend out in California did. And So anyhow, I saw a beach house. There's a not a habit. What do you call it? Not a trend. A common thing that everybody names their beach houses. And that's been going on for as long as I've been going to the beach, since 1980. But we're going to call it. I saw somebody that had their beach house named Sea Snail, SEA Snail. And I'm like, oh my God, a sea sloth. It's a place to be lazy. Another place for me to be lazy. So it's going to be called, and my husband's like, yeah, I kind of like that. I think that's cute. So it's going to be called Sea Sloth, SEA Sloth. Okay, so this sloth is going to go edit her video and schedule it to be posted in the morning. Now I don't have to wake up early in the morning, because I always woke up at 5, and then it turned into a habit, and then it just happens now all the time. And my dog doesn't sleep very. Bogey is not a beach dog. We know that. He did very well because we snuck him down there. And the house that we rented was the one that we've rented before, and there's no animals allowed. And we were in and out a lot. If we were in and out more than a half an hour, we put him in the bedroom we slept in, and it had laminate floors, and I left his water bowl and a potty pad and things like that. The day we were gone to Charleston, I did the same thing, but I left his crate open so he could come and go, because he kind of feels secure in that, and he'll sleep better in that. He did fine. He doesn't like the sand. We already know that. He doesn't like to get his paws wet. We already know that. But he can't see very well anymore, and he stumbles a lot. So we pick him up and down the stairs. So I will be a sea sloth still, but I'll have one arm where I pick up the dog all the time now. And Lord have mercy, we did not think we would have him at Christmas, and it looks like we will, because he took a turn for the better about a week and a half ago, when I finally found something he would eat after trying numerous things the last 4 or 5 months or 6 months, because I was starting out cooking chicken and vegetables and rice when my mom and dad were still alive. At least my mom was still alive. I'm not sure about my dad, but I don't remember. Thanksgiving was different, but we were, in different places. My sisters and I were all in different places, but it was all a change. Well, my sister in California was not a change for her. She did the same thing she always does. But my sister here went and spent the day with friends, and I was at the beach, and we're going to have Christmas at the beach. I don't think we can persuade my sister in California to fly out here for a few days, but if she can and would, we would love to have her. But we're going to just do different things for this holiday, and Julie and I got through it fine. I think Susie had a harder time, but she's had a harder time through all of that, all of this life after life without my parents, who went quickly. So, Sea Sloth, YouTube children's things, new laws, rules, my tape, my Hobonichi, my December Daily, my Myrtle Beach Survival Guide, the house. That's a lot. Hopefully I finished all my thoughts. That doesn't always happen. And Kerchie, you look like you are in a beautiful place. Holy moly, that's a beautiful place. So, December Daily. Let's get going.